I want to talk about acting, because even as a kid, I'm guessing you were a show-off, right? A born show-off. I'm intuitive like that. I'm picking this up. You would walk to school and act out dramas. Is that right? Talk to yourself, basically.
Yes, well, Daddy said I had to walk to school because it was good for you. But it was a bit boring. And so I made up stories to myself and played all the characters. And I think that was the beginning of training myself to enter into other people's minds.
So you'd be walking along the road acting out loud?
Yes, yes. I did love stories. I did bondage stories. You know, I did all kinds of things.
They're classic kids' literature.
Yes,
right there.
yes.
I want to show, because I mentioned to the audience before that they know you even if they don't know you.
Well, is that true? Does anybody think they've seen me before? Yes. Oh, you have? Oh, that's good. Oh, that's nice.
But there are so many ways that you possibly don't know Miriam. I want to show now some excerpts of Miriam's work in which Miriam does not appear.
Shame on you. Have you no sympathy for the story they're telling?
We hear new demon stories day after.
Monkey.
That looks stupid, Mom.
Not as stupid as sheep, mind you, but pigs are definitely stupid.
Excuse me. No, we're not.
Good heavens. Who are you?
You want to meet the beautiful girl. You want to make the egg.
Oh, yes.
Sing! And no jiggy jog. Do not move muscle. No moving.
I've never seen that before.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
You've played so many things. What we saw there, a sheepdog, a penguin. You've played a chimp. You've played a glowworm.
I played a menstrual period.
How do you do that?
It's one of my favourite little voices, this one. I was asked to play a menstrual period, and I thought, how on earth do you play a menstrual period? And then I thought, I know, she's a naughty little schoolgirl. And she goes, you didn't expect to find me on your holiday, did you?
I love that. So when you're asked to be a glowworm or whatever it is, do you go back to being a kid? Do you just play act it in your head? Is that where the voices come from?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Voices are people. They're not just voices on their own. There's a person inside there, and you've got to get into that person, and then the voice comes out.
It's hard to think of something more abstract than being asked to play a menstrual period. What are some of the other great challenges you've had?
Oh, I've had to play a carrot.
I'd imagine a carrot has a fairly dull personality. Would I be wrong?
I think it was so dull I've forgotten it, actually. I don't remember the carrot. And I mean, the chimpanzee was fun, because that was a sort of Cockney cleaning lady. Yeah. And that was for PG Tips, which is a kind of tea that we have in England. I don't know if you have it here now.
No. Can you give us a burst of Cockney cleaning lady?
Well, she said things like, it's the taste.
I love the tongue work there. That's
where the oral sex came in.
Yeah, of course, yes. I want to take you back to the carrot here, because I'm fascinated with how this talent works. It's a great talent. Let's assume I've just come to you now and said, Miriam, here's a script for a carrot. Let's workshop this now. How would you develop a voice?
Well, the first thing I would ask is the age and class of the carrot.
Sure. It's a young 20s carrot, lower middle class.
Right, OK. So that is quite a high voice, and it would be sort of like that, I suppose, you know. There used to be a series in England called The Glams, and Bill Kerr used to do the man in it, and there was a woman in it who was very good too, and I think that, and she was a bit like that, and so I think that's what a carrot would be like, who was like that. And,
I'm going to play for hours now. An upper-class old shoe.
It's very difficult to get a foot which fits me. I have such
a high instep. But you never know your luck, do you?
Scrap the interview. Let's just play this game. I want to show a little bit of Harry Potter from Chamber of Secrets. This is Professor Sprout.
Your mandrake firmly. You pull it sharply out of the pot. Got it? And now you dunk it down into the other pot and pour a little sprinkling of soil to keep him warm.
You've done such a broad range of work, some serious work, Little Dora, Age of Innocence, for which you won the BAFTA, but will you ultimately be forever remembered as Professor Sprout?
Yes, I probably will. It's rather odd, actually, when you think about it, but more people have seen me do that, and kids everywhere recognise me and come up to me, and I don't like children very much, but I'm happy that I've made them happy.
Well, there's another quote. You've said that. I don't like children, they're a pain in the arse. What is it about kids that bugs you?
Well, you know, I just arrived from England this morning, actually, and there was a kid on the flight. I went up to the parents, and I was very polite, and I just said, "You have a beautiful little daughter, but she has a very loud voice. Would it be possible for you to ask her to be a little quieter?" And the woman said, "Have you tried earplugs?" Quite.
Did you say, "Have you tried a sock"?
No, I didn't say anything. I went away, but I was very angry about it.
Why don't you like kids?
No, of course I like... I mean, look...
No, you don't like
I
kids.
don't like kids who are horrible. I don't like horrible kids. I like nice kids, and I like kids that shut up sometimes.
Were you one of those kids that shut up?
No.
No. I thought not. In the 70s, you did... you voiced a porn film, The Perils of Sexy Sonja.
Oh, dear, yes.
What was that experience like?
It wasn't The Perils of Sexy Sonja. It was Sexy Sonja Leaves from my schoolgirl notebook.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it was all about bulges in your trousers and that kind of stuff. You know. And... I'm not proud of it, and it was very tiring. So...
Why was it tiring?
Because you... when you're voicing the sex act, it's all got to be in the voice, and you have to breathe a lot and moan a lot, and it's just very tiring, because when you're actually having sex and making all those noises, it's exciting, and the sex gives you energy. But when you don't have the sex and you're just... you know, it's tiring.
And did you ever go into the shop and check out the product?
I did, actually. I went to the Ann Summers sex shop to see how it was selling. And I went to the chap behind the counter and I said, I just want to check how Sexy Sonja is selling. And he said, "Oh, I'll just have a look." I said, "Because I'm Sexy Sonja." And he went, "Shh," which was very hurtful.
Yes.